Get Trey along with Steve Young as well. And there are people in this building tonight whose emotional ties to this are different. Jim Caldwell, the head coach of the Lions, was Ray Rice's offensive coordinator last year. And Ray, of course, your longtime teammates with Ray Rice and a mentor to him as well. When you saw that video, you saw it for the first time today, what's your reaction?
I was really, I'm disappointed. You know, this is personal for me. So I'm torn because this is a guy, a young man that I really took up under my wing and tried to mentor to make sure that he had a successful career and stayed away from things like this. But seeing this video, let me be very clear, with going through this myself personally, a man should never, ever put his hands on a woman, bottom line. And so we can speculate about a lot of different things, but I think what we need to make sure is very clear is what we saw in this video was him actually put his hands on a woman, and that's why it's personal for me.
When you say personal for you, your impact in your past,
yeah.
How do you relate to that?
Well, my mom went through that, you know, and it was one of the greatest things that drove me in my life was to make sure a man never touched my mom again. And I witnessed that because there were times I went through beatings with her. So to go through that and know what that feels like, that a woman is lesser than you and can't fight back. If that's my sister or my daughter, then we have another issue, right? So that's why for me it stings. It stings because because he's a friend. He's a friend, and I've always tried to take this young man and give him something different, teach him something different, educate him why he was going along this process, understanding that in the good book it says, honor thy mother and father, because you have to treat them a certain way. If you treat your mother a certain way, you'll never treat a woman a certain way. It's a lot of things that go hand in hand, and that's when you watch this video, you see that something was lost by him, by this young man. Some leadership was lost. He got out there and started doing his own thing, and that's what happens. What's in the dark is going to come to light.
The Ravens as an organization have cut him. They've cut ties. They stood behind you. People will try to draw this comparison. How do you see that?
There's no comparison. You know, this is nothing about me personally. Me speaking with the owner of the Ravens today, Steve Bisciotti, just moments ago, and just listening to what Steve was saying, the reason why Ray Rice will never play for the Ravens again, because when he saw this video himself, he put his daughter, he put anybody that's connected to him that's a female, he put them in that position. And that's when you do that, you have to take a step back when you're an owner, when you're anybody who walks in the room and you see that type of evidence that you haven't heard before, haven't seen before. And one thing Steve made very clear, you know, there's no comparison of me and Ray Rice. It's night and day. It's night and day of anything we've ever been through, and that's why both situations are totally different.
Steve, what's